Is it 6?
Okay.
Looks good.
Yeah. It's being a C word.
Uh-oh.
Glass always is a bitch. But
What's that daddy doing?
these gaps are 3/16. They're not 1/8. And I don't. No fucking way. I have the right shims for them.
He's a heavy girl. Love you, honey.
Alright, I have no clue what I did with all of my shims. I have a whole bucket of I have a whole bucket of 3/16 shims, and I don't know where I put them. Are they in here? Oh, there they are. Come on now, get down on it. What's up, Blue Game? How you doing? So I'm looking. How you guys doing? Everybody, please hit that like and subscribe. I just built this yesterday and the day before and the day before. But I just built this today. It's really pretty. So right now I'm trying to get better shims. The shims that I'm using, please hit that subscribe button, guys. Please. Yes, that's what I need. What are these? 3/32. What are these? Oh, these are my little blue 1/8 inch. They may be, oh, those are 3/16 too. Okay. I'll bring in both. Hit that subscribe button, guys. So I got some white 8s and they're just not cutting it. And I couldn't find my other shims for a while. Let's see. Let's just see what the hell this is. Nope. Nope. Okay. We'll put those back. Yes, please. Yes, please. Like and subscribe. How are you? And if you don't mind, share to all your friends. we're literally at the tail end of a huge build. I built this whole cabinet, all the shelves, everything here. All the walls, doors, painted 6 coats on the walls. I have to do final coats like that. Never got painted because I did all my drywall and then I sealed everything in, 6 coats. And then I started my carpentry. So it's nicer to have most of the painting done, but I still have to spray it all again. And remember, I'm here every day working. Today I'm building this backsplash, and I have to go over and do my backsplash at my house as well. But it's different tile, so I'm running into different problems. Hit that like and subscribe, guys. Here, I'll set you up over here. Okay? Hit that like and subscribe. Smack it, tap it, do whatever you want. Share it. Oh, these are smaller. Okay. Yep, that's it. That's what I need. Beautiful. Okay, and I can use, all right, so these are all gonna go. I'm just gonna float these in a bucket to clean them. I'll hose them off in a couple of days. Awesome. I'm glad I got these though, because I needed the 8s. I needed these for the tile on the other side of the wall, the white ones. All right. So I'm just gonna bring these in the back room. Those can hang out there for a little while. Put a new bucket up here. And now, re-clean. I have to, this tile is still good. Okay, let me just clean up my mess. Yep. All that yucky stuff out of the way. Move this for now. So I'll let those white shims soak. Now I can just piece this all together with all these and my blue wedges. The blue wedges are big enough to hit the bottom. So I'll fill this with, oh, these weren't cleaned right. I'll have to soak those as well. That's okay. Clean this float. Okay. All right. Get down on it. down on it. See, some of these I had to cut out of the mosaic itself. All right, try to get my wedges clean. We'll set them on the bottom. We're going to work our way from the bottom to the top and make sure everything is square. The cool thing about this specific tile, I could leave it like this and it'd still look cool because there really isn't a pattern. It's almost okay if it's wobbly. Make sure, oh, I don't know if that light helps at all, but how you guys doing? Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Excuse me. See, clean that stuff out of there. I need someone to come in and help me clean this place after these tiles are all done. Get the place swiped down again and cleaned up because I need to prep for paint. When you prep for paint, you need all the dust gone. But I just had to lay a bunch of drywall, so, and tile, so, you know, probably the most dusty it'll ever be until I'm done cleaning, until I'm done painting. And once the paint's on, it's over. We're just installing tiles at that point. Okay. Yep, got a little mess there. Come on. Okay. We're in. Come on, bud. I'll do it with these blues if I have to. That's crazy. The blues are too much. In some areas, I guess. Come on. Oh. Dang. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. They're gonna look good either way. Tinkerbell picked these out. So what's in there right now is just tile adhesive. It's the stuff that you use to get it on the wall, you know. So I'm trying to pick some of it out. At least make sure it's not on the outer edge. Because if it's on the outer edge, it'll fight my grout when I put it on. But you gotta have patience with tile. Some people are like, oh, I'm the fastest tiler. Okay, cool. Great. You know what I mean? I can lay this many, and it's like, oh, wow, good for you. And then you go to work with them, and they're fucking hammered, and they barely even put a tile on the wall. They're always outside smoking a cigarette on their phone, fucking off. It's like, come on, dude. Get to work. So there's another thing that I'm doing. I'm also making sure that we're sitting level. I'll have to soak these before I put them away. We must have been in a rush when we left whatever place we was doing. So right now, these are just like just in cases, right? Just grabbing 2 different tiles at a time. Just trying to make sure that as they dry, they don't fall down at all. Because right now, they're right where I want them. I'm not manipulating the height at all. I'm just stopping catastrophe in a way. And that's not even being effective, to be honest. A lot of them are tiled. Some of them I had to cut off the mosaic screen or the mesh to get a good set. Because like sometimes the mosaics, they just don't come square. Or they're a little too far to the left or right or whatever. And it turns into be a nightmare. So you got to cut them off the mosaic and put them where you need them. Like that's a little too high. I could lift this just a little. I'll put that there. I'll put that there. Get that nice and proud. There. Now when that dries, it'll be right where you left it. Found one. Should be just going through and making corrections. There's another thing. The glue, there's a clear glue that holds the mesh. It's a bad time to be cutting it off, but I thought I got it all. Apparently not. I think it makes it look like crap. Okay. Okay, and then just come through and heave up. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, okay, smoky. Okay, okay, smoky. Let's get a line going. Yep, that needs to come up quite a bit. Okay. Wasn't that a mind bending? That looks a lot better. Okay, love it. This will grab both sides so I can get a nice Oh, why did I do that? I read the room wrong, I guess. I just had the damn thing right where I wanted it. Come on. Hey, little thing looking like your chemicals, and mama, I'm so hard to handle now, mess around. Yeah, when you shim it correctly, Trav. The old Squanto. Once it's shimmed up the right way, boy. Dun, dun, dun. It's the only hard part about mosaics. Once you cut them, you've lost their structure. Half the time, they're not even at the right structure anyway. And I had to cut this end, so I'm searching for it anyway. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. We just can't let it run off on us. Come on, you dirty little trickster. Yeah, I'm cool with that. And we're level. Oh, I just gotta make sure none of these are falling. Cool. Yep. Okay. Okay, what do you guys think? Got good color? It's pretty, right? Wicked pretty. So that is square and level. Do you guys like that? Jesus loves you. Remember to subscribe, everybody. Hit that subscribe button. Now I gotta go do the same thing to my backsplash in my other bathroom. So let's go bring, this is what we'll do. We'll bring speed square. We'll bring the stuff I need to build it. This. This. Bring all the extras. Okay. Oh, we can't forget to scuff the walls. And we're making sure that we're bringing our favorites. So what I'll do here, we'll take so we're taking stuff we don't need off. Okay. We'll come back for this. So none. I gotta have more shims than this. I guess I could just start doubling. I could just double my whites. I think I'm gonna have to. This is how you get them clean. Soak them overnight, and then you just pressure wash them with the hose when you're ready. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go back over, well, we're going to go over to my house now. I'm going to take my float, my grinder. Okay. All that. We'll come back for the water. Okay. What else here? We're going to want cutting boards. Probably, well, we'll definitely want some. I don't know if, I think I'll want the wet ones though. All right. Found some more spaces. I'll be finding those for a hot minute. A little bit everywhere. Okay, we'll take this just in case. Pretty sure it's gonna fit, but not 100%. Okay. Oh, and our tile. That's pretty well what I need. And I'll be coming back and forth for cuts. Basically what we'll do, we'll lay it out, we'll get actuals, and I'll come back and cut everything at once if I can. God willing, I should say. So in that case, I'll leave this here. And we'll throw this down here just in case. You just never know. If I need to set something there, I don't want to scratch it. So here we go. We'll come back to my saw. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Make sure you come back and see us. So it looks messy right now. It looks dark and gloomy. But once this place is done, you see the floors? Beautiful, right? I built the shelves, I built the cabinet, built the tile backsplash. comMaineManSquanto. Good man. Thank you, Christopher. It's nice to meet you. I'll be on here quite a bit. I'm comMaineManSquanto all over. TikTok, Rumble, YouTube, Instagram, X, Facebook. Facebook, I go by my own name because I also have a construction site. So I have a web page for my construction company. And that's Robbins Painting and Carpentry. You gotta have capital letters at the beginning of the names. Lowercase a on the and, no spaces. See, painting and carpentry, Robbins. I make sure to, I live in Maine, right on the coast. Yeah, right on the coast of Maine. I'm in the conservative area though, not near the cities. All of the northern part of Maine, and then on the Canadian side, the last quarter of the coast is all conservative. Well, it's not all conservative, but we vote majority conservative here. But I've either fished, worked in the fishing industry, or mowed lawns, shoveled, worked in the restaurant business for a while. I've built houses, a few houses, helped build a few houses. I used to do concrete, I've done pavement, I've done painting, I've helped almost everything. I've helped build chimneys, I've helped roof. So I did all that when I was younger, you see? So now I own my own construction company and I've honed in all these skills over the last 10, 15 years, you see? And every year, every day I grow. I'm doing something new. I like the change. So like for this job, you gotta be a painter, a drywaller, a framer, a floorer, a mason, cabinetry, tile, trim, mudder, door installer, window installer, plumber, electrician. You got to be able to install a shower. You got to be able to, install vanities. And I mean, it's everything involving a home. You got to be able to do it. So, and this is what I do. I'm the guy they call one-man band. Once you got me on the site, I can pretty well do anything. And I can usually have an electrician or plumber be there within a day or two, maybe a week tops. There usually isn't too much of a wait time with plumbing and electricians because I use them so often that they make sure that my people get the top of the list so they'll just usually squeeze me in. I'm usually only needing something small. So I'll have it all waiting for them. We'll consult together with the client. We'll figure out a plan. I'll come in for 3 days, then he'll come in, and then my plumber will come in, and then I'll go in and finish it off. And then they'll come back to finish off whatever they need to finish off. But we create a plan together with the plumber and the electrician all at once, and it's flawless. Now, if you let the client handle all that, it's going to be a fucking mess usually. And 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be able to get a plumber or electrician there when we need them. But if I know as fast as possible, the sooner the better, usually. Usually I can get someone in quick. But my own home, I do it all, Like I'll run a little bit of lines, I'll run a little bit of electricity, but if it's a big job, I need to be certified, and usually the code enforcer is there, so you got to have certification. So you're basically stuck using someone else on another job on it, through my company. But anyway, this is my own house. This here is my own house. And this is what I'm doing. I bought this multi-unit. And I'm putting another unit in right here. This was a big empty room. I've done a lot of soundproofing. Bear with me here. Yep. My tripod finally just broke. Yeah, she's broke now. I'm gonna have to tape it on or something. She busted. Anyway. Can't smoke inside the house. Thanks for all the love, guys. Yeah, I just got sick of clients ripping me off. And I said, you know what? If I'm going to do work now, I'm going to have to do it on my own. So I bought my first house. And what you see, I've put an extra bedroom in 2 of the apartments. That was a big build for both. That brought the equity up in that house quite a bit just doing that. And then I've got at least $100 grand in this apartment here. The second, number 2, or whatever, the one that I'm building now. Yeah, I'm okay. I just had to wheel this cart up here, and it was a big lift. The kids had a sleepover, so the house is destroyed. Aria, start picking up your mess, bud. This is crazy. All right. So, here we go. This is my bathroom. We had to move everything. Ugh. There's gonna be no room. These kids have demolished everything too. I mean, for real. We had it spotless, and then each kid got a friend to bring over. And the joke was on the parents. The joke was on us. Yeah, they said, ha ha ha. Yay, you're gonna let us have friends over? Oh, cool. I'm gonna destroy the house then. Thank you so much for letting us have friends over. Shit. No, I don't take days off, so I'm pretty gloomy sometimes. I get pretty upset. I don't know, not really upset, just worn out, you know. There's my baby. I just woke her up. There's the baby girl. Hi. I mean, hey, I can't expect it all for free, right? Like, I got to work hard for it. That's the thing. A lot of people, they just expect it all to come so easy, and it's not. And that's what the big, huge reason why I'm trying to get this live, you know, this my channel out to people, because hey, if you guys follow me through the hard stuff, you'll understand that this stuff doesn't come easy, and it's hard. Like, editors will put these beautiful videos up where it takes 2 minutes on a clip that really actually took them 3-4 guys a week. Now, what do you think 3 or 4 guys for one man takes? One man doing all that is about double the time, because he doesn't have someone to keep his pace up. He doesn't have someone to get the production and, you know, prepared. He doesn't have someone prepping him, or maybe the 2 guys and then 2 guys over there prepping it out. So there's a kind of like a faster pace that comes along with it, because you're moving faster. When you're by yourself, everything's slow. You got to figure it all out by yourself. There's no other minds moving there. So there's no brainstorming. There's just you, and you're stuck sometimes. Like, what do I do next? I don't want to mess that up. You know what I mean? So basically, it's about twice as fast. Basically, it's going to take me twice as long. So it would take me 4 people. If it took them 2 weeks to do, that's going to be 8 weeks. So it's going to take me at least 10 to 15 weeks. 12, like guaranteed 10, 12 weeks if it took 4 people 2 weeks to do. You see what I'm saying? Because the more people, the more multiplied the production goes, because it just gets faster and faster. You got more brains going, you got more pace going, you got everything moving faster. So, yeah, it's tough. But here we go. Here we go. We got a backsplash. So this is how I bought the house. I actually put those there because, you know, it's nice to have a face towel. That one's for the kids, but the kids never put theirs back. We got these like barn door things, which is neat, you know, it's cool. Check this out. That's a Ted Williams signed baseball bat. Check it out. Isn't that neat? So, anyway. Yep. We're going to backsplash it. What I'll do, I'll go from this edge to that edge, and we'll do the live edge like we did over in the bathroom. Yeah. Yeah, I voted for Donald Trump. 100%. Those other people couldn't even form an intelligent sentence. How in the hell am I supposed to think that that they can, you know, I mean, look at the inflation that happened. I mean, it's quite obvious that billionaires are paying for politicians that are popular to get into office so that their businesses can flourish. They don't care about the put it this way. 2%, 1% now, I believe, 1% of the world's population, or United States population, 1% of the United States wealth, 99% of the United States wealth goes to the 1%, literally. 99% of the wealth in America is owned by 1 or 2% of the people. Wonder how that happened. Yeah. 90% of legacy media is literally ran and owned by these same people. I mean, it's no different than back in the day. Thomas Edison didn't want Tesla's style of current to be the number one thing. He said it was dangerous. So what did he do? He went and killed an elephant in the middle of Times Square and put it all over every single paper in the whole world to crush Tesla's business, which made his business go up. And that's how we got the wires all over the world, was through Thomas Edison's company, right? Now we're finding out that Tesla's stuff was used in the military before it was even released to the public. However, Tesla's stuff is the reason why you and I are talking right now, right? Look at all the great stuff that happened with Tesla's invention, Nikola Tesla. But Thomas Edison used his money to crush him. And everybody believed it. Everybody was horrified and hypersensualized and highly emotional. Because that's how they do it. They target through propaganda in a highly sensualized emotional state to get people completely unrationally addicted and focused on whatever they're going to say next. Scared when they go to bed even. Yeah, they're burning it all down. No different than they would everything else. You know, this is how the world works. The top 2% own 99 or 90% of the United States income, money, power. Money is power, right? So what Donald Trump said was, look, I might be a billionaire, but I'm not a politician. And America needs an uprooting. We need to get in there and stop all this crap, because we'll no longer be a nation anymore. We'll be a kangaroo court. We'll be a hypocrisy. You know, literally. If that kept going, they literally tried to kill the guy. You know, they couldn't persuade the people, so they tried to make him a felon. No one cared because they knew that he was doing the right thing. And all that did was make all the criminals in the world, or people that have been abused, had power abused on them with the law, look at them a little differently. What are you doing? I've had this. I've been persecuted before. I've been persecuted by a cop, not prosecuted, persecuted, which means it was not deserved. You should not have been, gone after by the cops because you did nothing wrong. That's what persecution is, right? So a lot of people have been like, what the hell are they doing to this guy? He's been a president. What the hell, Either way, I usually ran independent. Like, I like a little bit of everything in a way. Not really. Now, I mean, they went so far left. It's crazy. And then they're saying, like, we're Hitler and Nazis. It's like, dude, the Nazis were literally born out of the Democratic Party. I'm sorry, the white supremacists. The KKK was the fucking Democratic Party's fucking cult, dude. Like, are you fucking kidding me? But then they project. So basically what they do is they wake up and they're like, oh, look at all the evil shit I have to deal with. Oh, they're going to find out. Damn it, what do I do? Oh, I'll pay everyone that's going to have a telephone or a microphone in their hand to say the opposite. I'll say whatever I see in this mirror, and I'll make it about them. And I'll make sure that everyone thinks that that guy really is the one that's looking in the mirror now, right? No, all this stuff that's really I'm looking in the mirror about, nope, that's not me. Because if I say it the first, and I say it the loudest, and I say it enough, if I say it so many times, the people have to believe it, right? I'll just pay everyone to say it all day, and I'll make them get emotional and scared and scare people into doing what they want. That's bullying, right? They bullied people into not voting for Trump again that last term. And we got a sorry sack of fucking potatoes. I mean, I felt bad for the guy. I felt bad for Joe Biden. Because I knew there was no way. He couldn't even form a sentence when he planned on coming and talking to the whole world. Foothills. Like, Okay, bye. See ya. Right on his head. Like, come on, man. Leave the poor old man alone. He obviously isn't cut out for it. Now, who was really running the government then? Who are his special interest billionaires? They claim, they shouldn't have let the super PACs be owned by billionaires. They did. They made it infinity. You could literally give a super PAC however much money you wanted. As soon as they did that, they allowed all the billionaires to own the country. Who warned us about this? Eisenhower. Come on, dude. So, it's pretty damn simple, but they try to make it very complicated. As complicated and chaotic and highly sensualizing emotional as possible. Why? So that you're not thinking about the very basic, normal thinking. It's simple. Who has all the power in this world right now? Other than state district, partisan judges. Evidently, a small state district partisan judge has more power than our commander in chief. However, other than those people who use lawfare to get their way through the system and elect unelected people through the primaries and force millions of people to be gaslighted into thinking what something is really happening that isn't. Someone said something that he didn't. We'll play a portion of the video so they see what might have been said, yet not the whole video where he actually explains everything. Or they'll throw a bad question out that literally points the finger at him. And if he even opens his mouth to that question, he is then accepting for some reason in their mind that he even answered the question in that rhetoric that the journalist wrote, like, why are you against gays and Jews and why are you killing millions of Palestinians? So if he even says anything at all to that question, any retort whatsoever, they then can say on the media over and over and over again, Trump hates gays and Jews and kills hundreds of thousands of Palestinians, or they say Trump responds to the question of killing many Jews and hating Jews. And it's like, how more can you twist the narrative here? How much more can you? They really can't. They've gone so far that they're literally falling off the cliff. It's kind of crazy. It's sad, yes. Yeah, I mean, hey, I don't mind Joe. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Joe's kind of hilarious, you got to admit. And I know for a fact that dude didn't actually want that many immigrants to come into this country. He didn't want gay guys to walk down the street with their dick hanging out in front of the whole public's children. He didn't want millions of college students to be forced into protesting for gays for Palestine. Literally the opposite of what Palestine even allows in their own country. Joe is a lot smarter than that. However, he's owned by the top 2% of the world and persuaded also by other countries that also have power in the world. It's no coincidence that when Israel was bombing Hamas, taking out every single one of their 30-something leaders, the president or whatever the hell the guy is of Iran flew to the White House at the same exact night for protection and then left back to Iran with $300 billion. There's no coincidence there. Israel kills Hamas, Iran gets protected. He told Israel where all of the Hamas leaders were, and they were all killed. And he was so scared for his life that he flew to the White House to have a talk with Joe and Kamala. And what did he do? The same week that a hurricane hit North Carolina, they couldn't even fucking bring any help. Excuse me for my swearing. They couldn't even go help. My cousin lives in the area, so I got a little emotional there, right? He lives in Asheville, right? The foothills of North Carolina. Anyway, they couldn't even help them at all that week. Told them, hey, we've given all the money to illegal immigrants. It was a crisis, right? They used all the FEMA money for the crisis for the immigrants, right? It's all gone. There is no money to give you American taxpayers. Nope. Same exact week, they give the leader of Iran, which is literally the motto of his country is death to America, has been trying to make a nuclear bomb for the last 70 years to kill Americans. He leaves with $300 billion worth of our gold. No coincidence there, and I don't think Joe wanted that to happen either. So, and that I could just keep going for days because it has happened every day for like the last 20 years, this propaganda that they play. Like they're saying Trump bends over for dictators. Who's the one who went and opened Fort Knox for Xi Jinping so that we could get $20 trillion loan? Obama. That's why we're so heavy in debt, because Obama asked China for a loan. Our war was breaking us because our politicians were blowing so much money. Well, they haven't passed an audit ever. Ever. They've never passed an audit. And they don't care to even try to defend themselves. Therefore, Obama was stuck. He knew he needed money. He went and asked Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping literally audited America. What is Elon doing right now? Auditing America and stopping the fraud, waste, and abuse. Yet for some reason, that's bad. Remember, Democrats hate Americans, obviously. Look, the truth is spoken through actions, not words. They can say whatever they want. It's the actions that the proof is in the pudding, you see. You can't be begging for illegal immigrants that have killed our citizens to be, set free in America and getting a passport and all that shit. You can't be begging for that and love America too. You can't be blowing our tax dollars on gay parades in Peru and transvestite opera in France. You can't just be blowing our money on that stuff and still love our country and say you want to get us out of debt and say you want to keep Americans safe and say that you love providing for your local area and being a politician that will help the country's betterment. You can't. They hate the Constitution because they don't get to do whatever they want. So they use lawfare to manipulate and be vindictive against their opponents, because that's the only way they're going to win. If they actually let us vote and vote the right way California won't even let you use an ID, knowing that they're going to have illegals voting, knowing that their people from other states are going to come and vote, knowing, right? You can't even audit that election. You can't even check that election because there is no names, you see. It's a kangaroo court. It's a kangaroo state. Same as New York. You create a safe haven for criminals that are going to rob, rape, pillage, steal, blow you up, shoot you, burn your house down, steal your car. You're going to create a safe haven for them? You obviously don't love Americans, And here's John 13:7 again, talking about IDMs. I don't know, guys. Like and subscribe. I'm coming off live. You guys, I love y'all, but I can't go. I can't keep going. And now we got this John dude talking about IBMs. It's fucking stupid. John, get a life. I love you guys. Take care, everybody.